I'm Cape Joel, and this is Comic Smack, your weekly, daily, all the time, anytime comic show where I give you your fix of everything you need to know from the world of comic books and superheroes. And on today's show, we're taking a closer look at Super Sons, issue number 15. What happens when an enemy from Robin and Superboy's past comes back to settle the score? Well, let's hop on in together and find out. Alrighty then, so as we join the comic, Jon and Damian are hanging out in their kick-ass underwater clubhouse. Having to work in such close proximity to one another, the boys have gone completely odd couple with each other. Damian wants Jon to stay behind and clean, but Jon just wants to go out and patrol. You know, I actually thought the relationship dynamic would go the other way completely, but good on Tomasi for throwing me a curveball. The boys' base of operations come under attack by Kid Amazo. You'll remember him as the very first villain the Super Sons ever defeated back when this series started. Kid Amazo has broken free from LexCorp where he was being held, and now he vows bloody revenge against the Super Sons for having defeated him previously. This leads to actually a pretty interesting little setup. You see, the base is filling with water, and even though Superboy, being, well, super, can hold his breath for a long amount of time, Damian, this could potentially be quite deadly for him if he doesn't grab some oxygen. Kid Amazo also just so happens to possess the entire power set of the full Justice League, and the boys barely defeated him the first time around in a fair fight. They decide a tactical retreat is in order, but Jon ends up getting pulled down. Damian, on the other hand, ends up getting pulled up by Cyborg, no less. Yeah, it seems that the Super Dads took it upon themselves to rig the hideout, that if anything should ever go wrong, the Justice League would be alerted and someone would come to pick up the kids. In this case, it was Cyborg, being on the ass end of the pyramid, as the rest of the Justice League is apparently busy at this moment. Ugh, poor Victor. Now, Kid Amazo doesn't want to kill Superboy, not yet anyway. He's a supervillain, and what's a supervillain without a good monologue detailing their origin story and what they've been up to since they were last seen. Kid Amazo says that it's actually grown in power since the last time the Super Sons saw it. It now no longer needs its organic component to function. In fact, it ends up spitting out the poor kid that was wearing the Amazo suit. This rightly so ticks Jon off, assuming that he just saw this killer android suit commit murder before his very eyes. The Kid Amazo suit, now completely sentient in its own way, does however need a power source to keep it going. It figures it'll eat Jon, but before it does that, it's going to help itself to a buffet of Justice Leaguers. Which of course answers the question why the Justice Leaguers were all busy up until now, and it's right there that the comic ends. So that was Super Sons number 15, everybody, and overall it was a pretty good start to this newest and what will ultimately be the last arc. I appreciate Tomasi bringing things full circle by having the boys fight the first villain they ever battled together. And I mean, really, what better way to show how they've grown and evolved as heroes in their own right by having them save not only their two fathers, but the entirety of the Justice League. Beyond that, there's just really not much to say. It was a fun story, didn't change my life, didn't knock my socks off, but it looks like this is all going to end on a pretty strong note, which I cannot complain about. Overall, I'd give it a 7 out of 10. So that's Super Sons, everybody. I hope you enjoyed it, and as always, be sure to take a closer look at some of these other videos I've been working on. Then you can follow me on Twitter and Facebook at Cape Joel, so you're always up to date on what I'm doing next. And hey, if you're in the market for a great new comic book trade, please use my book depository link down in the description. Not only will you save a bundle on your next purchase and not have to pay for shipping, but everything you buy goes to support me and the channel, which is much appreciated. And until next time, everyone, this has been Cape Joel. Thank you so much for watching and listening, and I'll see you all again next time. Bye-bye.